Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Léa and I'm a French gal who happens to dabble into different hobbies and writing is one of them. So I know I've been MIA on YouTube for a while and I'm not sure I can promise I'll be more regular. Thing is, life gets in the way and I don't have the motivation or the time or the energy, mostly energy, to do weekly videos or like more regular updates. But I don't want to stop, so expect some video from time to time when I remember to send some news or when I have to tell you something exciting. And today it is quite exciting, but I'm going to talk about some writing updates first. So let's see. As you may know, my main project, which is written in French, it's a political/medieval fantasy. I finished draft 3 at the beginning of the year and I struggled to find some better readers, so that was quite difficult, and it has been on hold for now. Hopefully I'm going to find some people who are okay with reading my book and sending feedback, giving me feedback on the plot and all, because I'm still in the developmental stages and I know that it kind of needs a lot of work again, still, but I've been in a big writing slump, so it has been on the back of my mind, so for some time, yes. And also I'm leaning more towards self-publishing, so I know that I need to save up to get maybe an editor, but maybe not a developmental editor, maybe more like a copy or line editor, I don't know, we'll see. But before that, since it's the duology, I want to write a first draft of book 2. I need to know the ending to be sure that there's no plot hole or things that don't follow through and things like that. So that's what I'm doing. Actually I started a month ago, something like that, around that, and it was very difficult. It was agonizing to write. I was so rusty, but I think I challenged myself to write in a short period of time, a small amount, but like it was difficult for me. But I think it really helped me because it helped me get to practice more, writing more regularly, and I think I'm past that writing slump now, and the act of writing comes more naturally, and also I'm more invested in my story and I know what I want to say and what I want to write, so that's really nice. So I managed to write a prologue and a first chapter, and the thing about me is that I'm discovery writing, so I don't write in disorder, I write in order. So now I'm on to chapter 2 and I started, and I think my draft has only 3,000 words or something like that, almost 4,000. But it's the beginning, so it's better than nothing. So I'm really glad, and I'm really glad that I'm starting this book too, because the timing is perfect actually, because I'm going to a writing retreat in a medieval castle. Yes, it's a medieval castle in the south of France. Hence the background. I'm currently filming in my childhood bedroom at my parents', and I'm going to the venue of the writing retreat tomorrow and I really can't wait. It's going to be fantasy themed. I think it's leaning more toward witchcraft and witches, but it's okay, because I'm saying that because my world doesn't have magic in it. It's a low fantasy world. But I was thinking maybe I can include some superstition on old tales, so it would be really nice to have some deep dive into folklore and witchcraft and stuff. So we'll see. French folklore is actually very, very interesting and very not well known. So maybe I can get inspired by that. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really great opportunity to get inspired and immersed in a beautiful landscape. It would be like if I stepped into my world. in my own medieval fantasy world for a moment, so for just a weekend. But like, yes, it's such a great opportunity. I'm so glad. Also, we are currently June the 18th, and I'm also following Dana's Dribble challenge, even if I'm a bit behind. So same as February, I did and also did a video where I read some of my dribbles that I did in February. So every day we have a list of prompts, and we have to write some flash fiction in just 100 words. And I choose to do it in English, and also to base all my dribble on another on another project. So like it's based on the same universe, all the dribble with the same protagonists and stuff. I don't think I talked about this project yet on this channel. It's a dark academia set in Paris, and it's very vibey, but for now it's still in the brainstorming stages, and I choose to focus on one project at a time. But I guess the dribbles can act as my palette cleanser, and they are also helping me characterize my main character, my protagonist, my antagonist, my plot, and see about the themes I want to include in my story and the prose I want to use, so that's very helpful. And I did a kind of a nice job, I guess, with the dribbles. Currently I'm 4 days behind, so I didn't do 4 dribbles, 4 prompts. But yeah, as I say, I was running a bit low on energy and on time, because I had a deadline for my draft 2, because I wanted to share the first pages with my accountability circle, so I had to write them. And so I did challenge myself to write 1500 words for, well, the deadline was yesterday, so for Wednesday 17th, and I managed to do it, so I was really glad. And now I can chill up a bit, because the accountability circle is not gathering for the summer, so it's going to be the last session. And yeah, I'm going to try to apply again for next semester, and it's going to be really nice. Yes, it's not a semester, it's a year. Yeah, it's like a school year. But yeah, it's going to be 4 days full of writing. I'm going to focus on writing. I also took a bit of reading and crochet, because I need to switch things up sometimes. Yes, but it's going to be so nice, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow, when I will show you some footage of the castle, and I'm gonna try to film the writing retreat as well. I will have to ask the organizers, and I'm really shy about that. So we'll see what I can manage to do. See ya! So we had an amazing weather. there was actually a heat wave in Paris, but it was very well. It was warm in the south of France, but not too warm as well. There was some breeze, and we were in the kind of the mountains, so that was very lovely. And yeah, so this was the castle where we were. It was a very beautiful castle from the 13th century, but it was also, there was some part of it that was built in the 16th, 17th century as well. And I really liked it. It was such a heaven of peace, and we had a really nice group, and we had some fun. Yeah.
Atelier sur le thème évidemment de la magie, de la sorcellerie, tout ça. Je suis quand même parvenue à une conclusion à force d'écrire, et je pense que tous ceux qui écrivent ici sont parvenus à la même conclusion, c'est qu'on écrit beaucoup mieux quand on s'amuse. On écrit beaucoup mieux quand
Hey, so as you can see, I'm back at my place. I'm actually filming this outro a bit late because there's still a heat wave in Paris and it is agonizingly hot here. I had some health issues because of the heat, and yeah, it was not very pleasant. So I'm here to conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed the footage. It was a really nice writing retreat, but not a lot of writing happened actually. And I think that's kind of a theme for my writing retreats. But this time I was trying to continue chapter 2 of my book 2, and I was stuck on a particular scene. I don't know, I didn't know how to continue my draft. Well, it was not very true because I knew what I wanted, where I wanted to go, but I didn't know how to do it properly, or maybe it was not that interesting for me at the moment. But I managed to do it at last, and now I can write the interesting scene that happened just after kind of exposition scene where I introduce the character and how she copes in the new environment that she's in. So yeah, it was kind of difficult, but it really helped talking about it with other writers, and yeah, that was really nice. I met some lovely people. Actually, I knew this event because I met the organizer at LARP, and they told me that they lived in a chateau, in a castle, and I was like, oh, I need to visit you someday, it would be so nice. And it was very nice. We had a kind of a banquet at some point. The Saturday night we had like some live action light role-playing game. It was really nice, yes, even though I didn't manage to stay up very late, because I'm not a night owl at all. Like, usually I'm asleep at 10 p.m, 10:30, something like that. But yeah, it was very, very nice. I was very glad I managed to do this. It was agreeable to be back in the south of France for a time and to visit this country, this part of the country that I didn't really know about, because it's like a little mountain range just at the north of where my parents live. And we used to go when I was little, but I didn't remember a lot. So yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. The architecture was so beautiful, and there was full of very far remote villages, but very pretty. And of course the castle was beautiful as well. And yeah, it really helped to be in the mood for my fantasy novel that is set in a medieval setting. So yeah. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet of my life and of French landscapes. I really like to do traveling vlog, I guess, and even though there's not a lot of writing happening, it's better than nothing, you know. Little by little, I'm going to write my book, and that's cool. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy. And if you watched till the end, leave do we have a castle emoji? I hope so. As always, I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video or on another part of the internet. Bye!